Okay, so in this demo I'm going to talk about ManyChat, and that's the tool that we're using to actually build out these bots. And you can see I'm in my account here. As we build bots, you get a selection down here to manage whatever pages the bots are created under. So we've got quite a few happening at the moment. But if we have a look at ours, I'll explain what the demos are all about. So one of the things that you can go and look at later is that as people subscribe to your bot, they actually go into a database on here which you can export and bring into your own CRM or whatever you see fit. So if I open up the audience window here, you'll see that we've got subscribers all coming in, and we get all of their details as part of this subscription. You've also got an option to live chat with anybody that's actually communicated with you or is online at the moment. The growth tools, they're how we actually get people to engage with the bot and how the bots actually get started. So we've got quite a few here that we're going to talk about shortly. Your broadcasts are self-explanatory. We can broadcast out to the group based on whatever conditions we want to actually achieve. So if we tag people that have subscribed a month ago or 2 months ago, we can broadcast to those as a separate group. We've also got automation, and the automation is the get started button and how we actually configure that. You've got flows, and this is really where it all happens. So we've got multiple flows here. I've got one here that's a demonstration for a real estate agent, and we'll just give it a couple of seconds to come up. And you can see here that it's graphical, so we've got all the questions and answers set up for a real estate agent here. But today I'm actually going to use our own bot to show you exactly how we do all of this. So if I go back to the growth tools and I have a look at down here, we've actually got a more marketing ideas bot and a URL link. Now there are multiple ways for people to get involved in the bot. You can have a direct link that starts the bot. You can actually have a scan code, which we'll talk about in another video, but we'll actually demonstrate how it operates as part of this. But your scan code here, and you've also got a comment trigger that you can actually use as well. So we've got a comment trigger here, so if somebody types a particular word in a comment, you can actually capture that and then invite them to join in the bot and start asking questions and giving them answers. So it's all automated. So let's have a look at our URL link bot, which actually says a lot, and then we'll give you a demonstration of exactly how that works. So you can see here that we've got the first screen that comes up, and when the person joins the bot, they'll actually get this graphic here. We can edit this at any time, and the button here is also optional. You can ask them any questions and get them to click any button you have here. If we look at the actual flow itself, we'll actually go in here and open that up and just show you how this all works. So you can see it's a little bit involved. We don't really have a lot of questions in here, although this does look a lot involved. We can actually add a lot more to it, but if I click on, for example, this one here, it'll actually tell me exactly what's in there. So I've added a picture. There's no button in this section, but down here I've got a statement that says this is a typical example of a bot and how it works. Just click on the button below to get started. So, and that's what we can do here. When they click on that button here, which is just here, they'll actually get to the next one. And the next one just brings up, and again, all of these pictures you can change. We give people the option of tell us what they're interested in, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. You can add more questions down here if you wish. So you might want to talk about other platforms like YouTube or Vimeo or any of the other platforms, or Pinterest or whatever. So you might want to ask questions about that. But for this exercise, we're just limited to these three options. So with that being said, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go to our Facebook page, have a look at that, and then we'll show you exactly how we get involved in the bot. So if I open up our Facebook page, this is our Facebook page here. Now, as I said before, one of the options we've got to actually engage in the bot is to use a scan code. This can be printed out, displayed anywhere to get people involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring the phone up, So we'll bring our phone online. Okay, let me bring the phone on. So we'll bring the phone in here. Whoops, too far. Bring it over. Yeah, now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to click on the camera icon down here. So I click on the camera icon. You'll see that it actually brings up the camera. Looking at my keyboard at the moment. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring the camera in line with this graphic here, and I'll hold my finger in the middle of the screen here, which will bring up a circle. So if I hold the finger in the middle of the screen, it brings up a circle. And what I'm actually going to do then is go in and select that image, and it immediately takes us to the bot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click the Get Started button. And we've actually got the Get Started. It starts the bot process. And this is pretty much what we were looking at before that we built out. So we've got a little bit of a delay in there. It brings up the graphic and it says here's a typical example and let's go. So we've covered that. I'll click on the let's go and it brings up the questions that we were asking before with the graphics and the text content in there. All of this can be edited to suit your requirements. If we select Facebook as an example here, so we've got Facebook, we've got the graphic that we put in for Facebook, and it's just asking, do you use it? And you'll notice there are a lot of pop-ups happening on this on the phone, because if I was just in Messenger in some other account on my phone, and then those pop-ups would let me know that somebody's interacting with my Facebook page. So that's how we're getting those pop-ups. So you'll actually see it again when I select yes. So now it's asking us what kind of budget we've had, and I'm just saying that in this case, is it less than 500 a month that we're spending on ads? Is it more, or is it more than 1,000? So let's select the middle range, and you'll notice a pop-up come back up. In a second, you can see up the top, it's actually telling me that on the Facebook page, somebody has entered in that information. So now I know what budget the person's communicated with me actually has, so that I can give them the service that they're looking for. Here it asks me, are you getting the results? And we'll say no in this case. We've got different answers for the yes and no, but just to illustrate. Would you like to improve on these results? And the answer to that would obviously be yes. And it's got, okay, well, let's have a chat about it. You can take this conversation further if you wish by asking even more in-depth questions, but in this case I'm just asking for a phone number so I can ring the client. And we can put my phone number in there. So that's the phone number, and that's really all we've got to do. And it just says, okay, we'll be in touch soon. If I'm asleep, then I can ring the client the next morning or whenever I wake up, or if I'm in a meeting, after the meeting, and I've got all the relevant information in front of me in that messenger message, that so I can give the client exactly what they need when I ring them. So if you think that building a bot could benefit your business, then let me know. Either way, we can give you the information you need to do it yourself, or we can actually work with you and build a bot as a done-for-you service so that you get the best results and the best ROI for your investment. So hopefully that gives you some kind of a encouragement to actually use this new tool that Facebook has made available to us, and in line with ManyChat, which is the platform that actually interfaces to it. So hopefully you'll get a bit out of that, and we'll talk soon. Take care. My phone number is in front of you on the screen, or you can email me or jump on the bot and message me. Okay, have a great day. Take care. Bye.